jolly day. Would you like to try a peach mango pie with a side of double the weekly Phoenix Wright kissing appointments? Because if you do, then let's go ahead and get started.
Hi! Hey everyone! Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing good today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Timbit, thank you so much for being first. Hiya. Cole, welcome in. Hello. And Yazzie, it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Tara, hello. Happy Thursday. And Juan, hi Kieran, how are you doing, man? I am doing pretty good. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you're doing well today. And of course, our manager-son, Miss Ginger. Hello to you. Hi. Hope you're doing good today. My God, it's been a while since I've started a stream with a Zatsudon, but I figured it's been a while since we've done it, and I think it's also just really good to like get to chat, and we usually end up talking anyways, so I figured we'll try bringing them back. But how are you guys doing? Happy Thursday. It totally doesn't, I guess it does feel like Thursday, because it doesn't feel like the week is over just yet. Love the Zatsudons, do you? You guys like talking? I always get so nervous when I do them because I'm like, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. Yes. I'm glad. But yeah, I actually feel so refreshed right now because I just got out of the shower. So yesterday, because I was at the beach, I missed our weekly workout on our Discord. So Ginger and I postponed it to today. We met up on the Discord. We did a squat challenge to I Really Like You by Carly Rae Jepsen. I'm so tired. It burned me out so much. But in reward of that, I treated myself to a nice shower and I feel so refreshed. And to even further it, I have some like aloe vera gel. You can get this like a Target or like a Walmart or anything like that. And it just feels really cooling on my skin, and oh my God, I really needed it because it's still so hot right now. My legs are dead. Ginger, why do you keep on choosing squat challenges? Oh, today was so hard too because Cassie was like, pulse. I'm like, girl, I'm dying. And then she's like, plie, on your toes. I'm like, what? It's been over a month. Okay, fine. I'll give that to you. But how are you guys doing? How was your guys' Thursday? What were you guys up to? I didn't have anything special today. Actually, that's not true. It's not special, but I went to go to this, speaking yummy. I went to this place that like has lunch, right? Or not, it's not necessarily a lunch special, but like they're kind of like a cheaper budget place. And they usually have this really good rice bowl that has like teriyaki chicken and just beef, right? So it's like perfect because if I want like food and I want lunch, but I don't want to decide between like what I want, I go there. And I went there because it's like the bowl is like less than $10. And I was so like, the last time I went there, the bowl tasted kind of like, like it wasn't bad. But my mind was like, something doesn't feel right with this bowl. And I didn't really think about it. So I went today and then I ate it again. And I was like, the chicken kind of tastes not good. And it didn't feel like it was like raw or anything. Yeah, no, thankfully it was not raw. Otherwise, I would not be streaming right now. Knock on wood. Hopefully it's not raw. But it just didn't feel right in my mouth. So I ended up like taking out the chicken, and the beef was like okay, but then I was like, oh, this really sucks because like this place is like close to my work, it's like budget friendly. And I was just like, it's a comfort place, when I want to treat myself to lunch, but I don't want to break the bank. So that sucked. I think I'm gonna try like not going for like a month or so, and maybe in about a month they'll fix it. I don't know, but they've always been good to me, So I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, Hero Style, hi! You're my best friend. Welcome in. Hopefully they fix it. I hope so too. Because I don't want to be like, hey, the chicken doesn't taste good, you know? Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't ever like being that guy. But it just wasn't good. Oh, this is a surprise? It's a surprise that you're my best friend? I would have never known. But in return, yesterday, I ended up going to this really nice place. I've gone there many times, and I think I've shared with you guys many times before too. But after we went to the beach, my friend wanted to try this place out. So I stopped by, and it's really yummy. Did it taste? It tasted like chicken, but it just didn't. It wasn't raw. I know it wasn't raw because the meat was like white, but it just tasted like undercooked almost. I don't know. Hopefully I don't like die, but like yesterday, I went to go to this place that has yubu pockets, which are tofu pockets, and it was really yummy. I really like their salmon, so I ended up getting their salmon ones and then one crab one, and then my friend got like the fish egg and the bulgogi and then the crab. But these are really yummy. I meant to ask what they were. Yeah, so it's a pocket of tofu skin, and then inside is rice, and then on top is like what you choose. So I got salmon, and then the crab, and then my friend, the one on the very front, it almost looks like cheese, right? It's like I think it's like a spicy mayo with like fish eggs. It's really good. It's all yummy. It's all really good. But we went here after we went to the beach. And the beach was also fine too, but actually the sun, like, it started getting cloudy, so I wasn't at the beach for that long, which is fine because I don't really like being there that long anyways. But yeah, yesterday was a nice day off. It's nice to just get some fresh air and quote unquote touch grass or like touch sand, I guess. But it's been really good. And also, I have a fun game that I'm excited to play tomorrow because tomorrow is a TBA day. And I finally know what game it's gonna be. I was thinking about playing it today, but I decided to hold back because I don't want to do 2 Ace Attorney days in a row because I'm just gonna get tired of it. So I'm really excited to play the game with you guys tomorrow. I know that our manager son Mumu is looking forward to it too, so it's gonna be good. But other than that, I'm trying to think of anything else that's been interesting happening recently. Not really. I've talked to you guys about like my marching band stuff, right? Because the friend that I went to the beach with, it's my friend Jen that I went to Japan with, and we were talking about how like at this time of year, like we would be in band camp. Now it's been like over 10 years that I've been in band camp, but like the memories of it are still very vivid for me. Feels like band camp sweat-wise too, but it's a different story for a different day. It's like so hot to the point where I fill a glass with ice and I put water, right? And the water is so like, not even lukewarm, it's just so warm that the ice already melts within one glass of water. It's so awful. It's really unfortunate, but what can you do, you know? I'm thinking like what, it's August now? When does fall officially start? When does fall start? September 22nd. I'm trying to think, is September still hot here? September's when it starts cooling down, but like, I think it gets cool, but it's still a little bit awful. I'm not too sure, but let me know what it's like for you guys. And also, today's check-in question, relevant to Ace Attorney's stream today. My question for you guys today is, did you guys have to wear school uniforms when you were going to school? If you didn't, would you enjoy wearing a school uniform? I didn't have to wear a school uniform, but this is so funny. This is how much of a weeb I was, and still am. When I was a kid, hey, Blue Moss, welcome in. And I was like watching anime and all that stuff, right? And like in video games when like school uniforms would be like a costume, I'd be like, wow, those uniforms look so cool. I wish we had school uniforms. I would wish school uniforms upon my life. I don't think any schools, no, none of like my public schools had to use uniforms. I know like a lot of the Catholic schools did, but that's like a different story. But I also know that, I guess not really know, but I'm aware of, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe school uniforms were also implemented in like, I think what, the 80s or 90s, specifically because of like working classes. So it's like, you know, some families couldn't afford to get their kids nice clothes, so like the uniforms were instated so that like kids wouldn't get discriminated for their like fashion sense at school and things like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember reading somewhere that that was like a reason why some schools implemented uniforms, at least like back in the day. At least where I'm at, I don't think that's like something that's really implemented, but I know that that's something to be aware of. The only uniform I really ever had to wear was when I was in marching band. Obviously, we had to wear like marching uniforms, but those are really nice. I like those. But now that I think about it, if I had to wear like a suit as a uniform, knowing me, because I sweat so easily, that'd kind of suck. We had school uniforms. They're very common here. No uniforms for me since I went to public school, but I think a uniform would be nice because I'm so indecisive. That's true, because some people also just don't want to choose how to dress themselves, huh? I did have to wear uniforms both in primary school and in high school. When I graduated, I was glad I wouldn't have to wear them anymore. I didn't have to. I don't think I would have been happy if I had to. I know Yazzy's not in the US, and you don't have to disclose if you don't feel like it, Juan, but I'm assuming you're also not in the US then? I can't think, are there any states where they make uniforms mandatory? I don't think so. And I don't think in university, you don't have to wear uniforms either, right? Latin America, okay, got it. My bullies would find a way to say I looked bad wearing the same thing as them. God, talking about bullying when you're a kid too. That's a lie, I did get bullied when I was in school. But I always tried to like find a way to like be friends with everyone so that I never got bullied. But you know, there were instances, but I really hope that, you know, you guys aren't currently victim to that. And if you are, please find any sort of help that you can get, whether it's a friend, a teacher, anything like that. I also hope that you guys are all adults watching the stream. But you know, it's really awful. It's really, really, really awful. But you know, I really hope that those aren't your circumstances right now. I never really got bullied for how I dressed though. I mostly got bullied for being like called gay and stuff. And then at the time I was like, I'm not gay. I mean, little did I know. I knew, but you know. It's such a... high school's so weird. High school's so weird. Would I go back? No, but do I miss those days? Yes, I miss them in the sense of I miss not when the worries you had were so small. It was just for existing. Some kids I really want to believe that people aren't inherently bad or evil. I think a lot of bullying comes from, and this is a very common mindset, right? But a lot of bullying comes from the insecurities that people have and projecting that onto others, you know? I miss the simpler, in the sense of when you're in high school, the problems you have are oh my God, I'm gonna fail this test, or oh my God, I'm gonna you don't think about paying rent to live, or being able to afford to eat, or things like that. Your worries are just, you know, oh my God, I'm running late to school and I have a piece of toast in my mouth or something. For the most part though, I did have a good time in high school. I think I was able to find my people very well. I mean, I'm still friends with a lot of them, right? But I wouldn't go back. Actually, speaking of going back, this is my 10 year. I haven't been contacted yet, but I know that from what I hear, when it comes to 10 years, it's usually whoever was the president of your student body has to contact you. I don't know where they're at, but I was asked this by some friends. Would I go to my 10 year? I honestly would. I don't really have any issues with it. CV, welcome in. Hiya, hey. Hope you're doing good. I don't have any issues because the thing is, when I left high school to go to college, I was very... I don't want to say bitter, but like my mentality was like, I'm gonna go somewhere far away and I'm never gonna see these people again, and these people don't care about me, so I'm gonna cut them out from my lives and blah, 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 blah. And now that it's been 10 years, it's like, if people want to reconnect, like, I'm more than happy to reconnect, you know? I don't have bad blood. I just wanted to start, like, I have a fresh start, right? So I would be down to go to my 10-year reunion. I'd want to see where all the friends I had, like, are now, you know? And I'd love to get to talk about what I get to do now. But I know that a lot of people are not. Like, a lot of people would be like, ew, I don't want to go to my reunion. I didn't go to my 10-year because none of my friends wanted to go. That's the thing. A lot of people don't want to go. I'm the one person that's like, guys, let's go. Like, let's not be weird about this. Let's just have fun and, you know, get some free food. I'm actually looking forward to my 10-year reunion for my class. Me too. Honestly, I'm down. I'm down. I want to see what everyone's up to, you know? I don't think you have to be friends with everyone. Like, it's not realistic to expect everyone to, like, let you back in their life and stuff like that. But, you know, sometimes there are some friends that, like, you don't talk to just because of the passing of time. And if you get an opportunity to see them again and you can pick things up where they left off, like, why not? Why would I say no to that? Some people just don't want to, like, they want to close that chapter and never go back to it. That's totally fine. But for me, like, I'm open to it. That anime was so good, and both versions of the opening are amazing. Talk about the boom, 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 boom. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Da na 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 na. Lady demo, hosuto demo, na 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 na. During my junior and senior years in high school, I was studying IT. We were given polo shirt uniforms with our class name on them to give them a sense of professionalism when we find an IT job. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Wow, you were studying IT when you were in high school? Talk about, like, gifted and talented. CB, thank you for the care package. Everyone, let's go ahead and stand up from our seats. We're gonna go ahead and do a group stretch, so let's go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Let's stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Let's roll out that right shoulder. Roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently, let's roll out that neck. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Go ahead and drink some water. Thank you for taking care of me. A lot of my high school friends were different years. That too, yeah. I'll probably go to my reunion, but my graduating class is very small, so it'd be very obvious who doesn't show up. I don't know, like, I'm down. I want to see where everyone's up to, you know? I honestly think, like I said, I'm the type of person where if we, like, no matter what the circumstances are, if we drift apart, if time passes, if we have a falling out or something, as long as you have any sort of capacity to want to just start over again, I'm not gonna let bad blood, like, I'm not gonna let that carry on. Like, you want to start over and you want to be cordial and we want to reconnect, let's do it, you know? But I mean, I can't, like, force anyone to, like, first of all, I can't force people to go to a high school reunion. I don't even know if it's gonna happen because I'm not my part of my, like, associated student body. So we'll see how it goes. But the point of the matter is I would be down to go. I am not vehemently against it. That was such a random topic about school. Maybe we can have, like, a talk someday about, like, just our experiences being in school, like our favorite classes and, like, the most, like, bullshit classes we've ever had to take. But I think that's more of a different topic for a different day. I'd be down for it. I'm interested to know. You know, sometimes we have some interesting lives. Especially when I was in high school, I thought, like, oof. I pulled myself apart every single way. You guys know I was in marching band, I was in choir, I was in theater. I had no time for myself. I had to go to school early. We would have 0 period which is not official. It's like you go to school early to go to marching band practice at like 5 a.m. in the morning. And then you would start school at like what, like 7? And then you would go, I would have like what, 7 periods a day? You'd have like 7 periods of classes. And then I would have 8th period, which is unofficial, which would be after school. And some days it would be drama and some days it would be choir. I literally had 0 free time. I was crazy. Hated 0 period? What did you have 0 period for? The only 0 period I would know is like marching band and then like I guess some sports also practice in the morning as well. What extracurriculars were you guys into? Were you guys also spreading yourself thin like me? Because I never learned my lesson. I still do that to this day. You had choir for 0 period. That'll get you. That'll do it. Ooh, competitive dance. That's so cool. And then, oh my God, you're just like me. You're just like me. That's so cool. That's so cool. Honestly, I think a lot of kids take being in school for granted because if you're like, I know not every school is fortunate enough to be like in these circumstances, but like there's so many opportunities that you just get to do that you don't realize you're allowed to have. Like, I know that there are some programs that are like in engineering and stuff. And like, imagine being a kid and being able to like invent things and like go to competitions and like for robotics or like getting to like work on like building, you know, public projects or whatever. Like, and in high school, I'm just freaking playing my flute and like singing some songs, and I obviously, not to demean it, but it's like, imagine like being able to like do all these cool like what Cole said, to learn IT in high school. Gosh, teachers, I have so much respect for teachers. But anyways, this is such a random topic, but it's actually not that random because today in Ace Attorney we are going to school. So let's go ahead and do it. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's go ahead and get started. Ba-da-da. Hi, hey, hey, welcome into the stream. I hope you're doing well. I'm so used to starting the stream off here, but here we are. Let's do it. So today we are doing Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, episode number 3, Turnabout Academy. Here's the artwork for it. So before we do that, let me go ahead and put Athena in her. I just like him a lot. Turnabout Academy is one of my favorite cases. Really? That's exciting. Ooh, okay, I'm interested then. Let's see what's going on here. Do I have a reference sheet? I do. It's under my schedule every week on Twitter, but here's the direct link to it. Oh. I forgot to put my reference sheet on my schedule. Lamau. Here's the reference sheet. All right, let's start this. Turnabout Academy. If we get anime, I gotta be prepared for screenshots for thumbnails.
Themis Legal Academy.
Themis?
A prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Shin Megami Tensei? Shin Megami Tensei? October 24th, 1:25 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. Oh no! I'm gonna be late! I'd like to make a fan art of you? Of course, by all means. Phew, finally! So, this is it, the illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. Yeah! When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from this school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. October 24th, 1:29 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. 1 floor hallway. Wow! This place has school festival written all over it. Literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way that I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial's
About to start, but where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. I love your Athena voice. I try to sound as close to the canon as I can. Obviously, I'm limited by me. October 24th, 1:33 p.m. Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor, lecture hall. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious shmoney on this place. The district court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Oh, Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry that I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. Dr. Ratio! How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not... Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Oh, yes. You must be that young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I'm Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning, but you may call me Dr. Ratio. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you, too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You've just earned yourself a gold star. Wow, thanks! That big smile of his is kind of scary, though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we gonna do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. He's so cute. I like him, guys. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then.
Thank you, Professor. He looks so awkward here. What is really cool, though, is that I don't know if we're going to be playing as Athena the entire case, but it is nice that we get to switch perspectives a lot, because what really bothered me about the original 4 games is that you're always playing as Phoenix and Apollo, so you never get to see their sprites or models out in the field. So I think so far, Dual Destinies has been very balanced about switching perspectives a lot and getting to hear from view from all these different perspectives. I don't know why it's called Dual if they're trying to implement Athena as well. It really should be called Triple Destinies or something. But anyways, I do want to see what she says about all the court record stuff. My brand new shiny badge. It shows that I'm a lawyer. I want to see, because the flavor text shows the character's thoughts about all the different people. So Apollo Justice, age 23, a lawyer who's been at the agency since before I joined. He has an amazing ability to spot lies through people's tells. Phoenix Wright, age 34, the lawyer who owns the agency. I owe him for giving me a chance to become a full-fledged lawyer. Trucy Wright, age 16, Mr. Wright's darling daughter. She wants to be a famous magician someday. Aristotle Means, age 45, a lawyer course professor at the academy. His smile is somewhat scary. Triple Destinies isn't an alliteration, so it wouldn't do. They could have done Dream Drop Distance, DDD. Destinies, damn. Because it's the first game on the 3DS.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
Triple Destinies, Triple Triad! I do, Professor! Could you tell me all about your school?
Oh, what an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course.
Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law.
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney, Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
Triple Triad, it's your favorite thing. Next to Queen's Blood. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor.
Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want.
You're taking off your suit and showing me your... Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today?
Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court, she's a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow in addition to today's lecture.
You said it so I don't have to, Juan. A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting, "Objection!" The proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's voice. And most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again?
What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake at this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself,
Yeah, I know his teeth scare me.
we select the best script written by a judge, course student, and base our case on that.
Ooh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling! So if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, then they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so...
There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case.
Not the school-mandated yaoi.
But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be.
Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests.
Oh, whoops. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too.
Wait, does this take place before or after the first case, timeline-wise? Can you guys tell me? They both try to have a good grade in yaoi, something both normal to earn and possible to achieve. I think I flopped in yaoi. Juniper Woods, age 18. She's a senior in the judge course. She's a good friend and I've known her since childhood. Constance Court, age 47. The professor who invited Mr. Wright to the academy. She is a judge course teacher, but she's not very punctual. This takes place before? Okay.
But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper.
Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? I'll play Dual Destinies also. You got it. Thank you for stopping by, my keys to success. Hmm? Then, Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe.
Oh, wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence.
We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes. Friends, she says. Well, we live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? Uh-oh.
Let's go, lesbians!
The lesbians are fighting! I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Is this your answer to Narumitsu? Is this Yuri Narumitsu? Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial's only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. Welcome in, Destinies.
I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place?
What? Really? Great, that's Dr. Ratio, Destinies.
Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here.
Aw, no fair! I want to see the mock trial too!
Sorry, but I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish.
Imagine if Dr. Ratio's mask had that awful, gummy teeth smile.
It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention.
Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. October 24th, 2:15 p.m. Themis Legal Academy, first floor waiting room. Oh, that's not it. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hidden in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Ah! What was that? SpongeBob Law and Order? Oh my god. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, first floor hallway.
Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break.
The Nasty Krabby episode.
If you go running now, they'll think it was you.
Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere else. The Nasty Patty.
Oh, well, we'd better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall.
Okay. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, outdoor stage. Is this the stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Was Sandy in that episode since she's a squirrel? I'm not gonna read Athena like a yeehaw accent the entire game. I already did that with La Miroir.
Wait, Athena. Behind the witness stand.
What? Ah! Professor Cord, can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with?
It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us.
No way! This can't be real! Welcome in, Tsuki. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too.
No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Anyway, we should go look around while the scene's still fresh.
But... Okay, you're the boss. He looks so serious and his chin is so square and I can't! And the wrinkles!
I'm normal. In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. But we don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena?
fellow didn't bat an eye at the alderman's body during that case in the Ninetails Vale. I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. So, Professor Court was...
Yup, the professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all.
Oh, how awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished.
Oh, that. Don't worry. I'll fill you in later. But right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay?
Okay, sure. The suspense is killing me.
Oh, a shiny new attorney's badge. Brings back memories.
I've heard that countless people live on dread of your pointer finger. Were you really that scary back then, Mr. Wright?
Strike one. I've always been just as you see me here.
A harmless sheep in wolf's clothing?
Strike two.
Do you have an old picture of yourself? Wait, never mind. I'm not sure I want to see it.
Strike three. You're out. I've always been as you see here.
Looks at Phoenix. Yeah. I love this man so much, guys. You don't understand. Like, oh God, he's so in love with him. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, I guess I'd better get used to stuff like this if I want to become a full-fledged lawyer. There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds?
This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder in our hands.
A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it.
Right. But where could the killer have shot her from? This stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around.
Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow?
I'm not sure. Guess we could better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions.
Guys, I'm so in love with him, it's so crazy! I really need to commission art of me and him.
What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket.
Wait! What if that's her diary? It's the most private thing a girl has!
True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court.
No, don't!
Looks more like a planner than a diary. 22nd, routine report, need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. 23rd, meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Asterisk important. 24th, 9 a.m., prep for mock trial and final confirmation. 1 p.m., meet with Mr. Wright about the training seminar. 2 p.m., mock trial begins. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that.
I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case.
Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look.
Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it.
Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial.
Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know! The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall.
That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else?
Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists.
Yeah. The professor was probably tied up with something.
Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she was reaching up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory.
Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on.
I think that's all about we're going to find out from the body for now.
Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50.
Not 50 Shades, no! Phoenix!
We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case.
Okay, I'm on it. Say cheat. Athena, don't say that!
Jeez. I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor.
I think that should do it.
All right. Let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive.
This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. And maybe this is the source of the noise we heard.
There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them.
Welcome in, Brianna. Hope you're doing well today. There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue?
This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look.
There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald? Welcome in, Princess Emily.
Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can.
Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus. She-devil Juniper Woods? Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins.
I mean, he's already confessed if it's in the paper and she could technically read it.
Wait, what? Ugh, I seriously wish I hadn't read that. Doesn't he know she's a lesbian?
You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body?
But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She's never led guys on like that.
Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article's clearly written with a malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it.
You're right. But it's still disturbing, even if it's a third-rate tabloid material. Is this an Edgeworth statue? Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple.
Oh god, I think I know what this is.
When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already up here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved this here to the stage.
You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess this just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is.
Mr. Wright! Athena!
Oh, here comes Apollo.
I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body has been found on campus.
That's right. And we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there.
What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide once the police get here.
No, I know it's a homicide!
I'm shocked because it's the same! Exactly the same!
Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean.
It's the same! The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial?
I know, it sounds scary, but...
The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial! You're kidding, right? It can't really at all be the same, can it? October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall.
The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today.
A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy.
I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police.
Yes, boss.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Athena, there you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy.
Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? Juniper's arrested? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask you why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Thena?
The save screen actually spoils things now. I mean... Yeah, it is a little... It does suck when you find out you're at the final... Because when you're at the final cross-examination, then you know that that's like the murderer, right?
I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters. Or even more, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now.
Being student council president does not mean you have to be like this. But also, looking at this uniform, it's kind of giving Persona 4 a little bit.
And as a student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot.
Here, Bear. I don't think that really works. I think Hero Bear fits better, but we have to go into the
TV world to solve this mystery.
She kind of looks like Ai Ebihara, maybe.
Yes, and Professor Cord has been in charge of it until, well, you know.
His Kier Bear just doesn't really flow well. I don't know. This reminds me of when my friend Brian was streaming, what's that, The Quarry? There's like this line that's so iconic in that game. Like she goes,
"Hey there, party bear."
No, you know exactly what's coming.
Oh, right. Professor Cord was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
Why are you mega sighing? That line is so iconic.
Hey there, party bear.
Oh my god. So I got just regular mint Oreos because they didn't have the mint chocolate chip Oreos anymore. And honestly, I don't know if I can go back. I think these are so iconic. We don't talk about The Quarry, but Brenda's song. I think the mint chip Oreos are perfect, but the regular mint ones are not bad because they come in the full size, so you get a lot of Oreos. Welcome in, Yasmin. What sort of teacher was Professor Cord?
If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing.
Doing well, I'm happy to hear that.
A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to. Fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of law.
Welcome in, Aishu. My name is Kieran, but thanks for stopping by. A lot of people think my name is Atelier because that's the first word that shows up in the username, but no, it's Kieran.
What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things? Or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Cord chose my script for the mock trial.
I've been called Exela, or X, so I get it. Ginger.
Oh? You mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie! Oh, thank you. But now Professor Cord is... Why would you do such a thing?
You may call me Mr. Style. Hero Styles, like Harry Styles. I mean, thinking that Styles your last name is funnier than thinking that TV's your user last name. Yeah, Mr. TV.
Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Excuse me. Are you all right, Junie? maybe you should take it easy for a while, and also cover your mouth with your elbow when you're coughing. That's so disgusting. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be.
Welcome in, Taka. Hope you're doing well.
Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor?
Oh, honey.
Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos and a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence.
Wow, you guys think of everything. Must have been hard getting all that ready. Did I tell you guys how I used to be in mock trial club when I was in high school? Speaking of high school again, and speaking of more clubs that take up my time after school than I had, Athena's one of my favorite characters. Really exciting. I need to get her Capricorn. I need to get her little Tsum Tsum plushie, because she's the only one I don't have now. Besides the Narumitsu ones that are coming out next week. I need those ones so bad. I need to go back to Japan so bad, guys. You don't understand. Like, I need to go.
Yes, well, it was only Professor Cord and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew of all the details. Must have been a big pain in the... I mean, that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way.
Wait, this was technically a rated M game. Athena could say ass.
That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning.
You think that's all she's capable of? You've got another thing coming.
Huh? Ugh, ew, who farted?
Oh. That's not who I thought it was, okay. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as the defendant, man! March 7th, you came all the way to Themis Legal Academy? I think I found a rival to my cords of steel.
You, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two? Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Sykes.
And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. You should change your last name to Jas. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests.
Ugh. Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introductions. Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No! Where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too? And what's that bracelet contraption for? Junie sure has some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played part of the defendant. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie?
Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that.
That's right! The mock trial's just the start! She's also in the school festival's main event!
Welcome in, Miggy.
Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas! Woo! B-A-N-A-N-A-S! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. A school idol? All the other girls were too embarrassed to try it out, so... My Junie sing...
Your Junie?
Oh, let's go, lesbians!
Okay, everyone in this game fruity?
On stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed.
I want to go and grill myself a sandwich really quick, but I know that if I do that, my mom's gonna come home and bring food. So I need to resist getting a sandwich. So I'm just snacking on my chips and my Oreos.
I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes.
What flavor are the chips? I'm eating Lay's sour cream and onion, but these are almost done. I do have one more left. I have I think it's honey barbecue. It had crackers and crab. Ooh, yummy. What? What is she doing?
And this is what I'll be wearing.
What case are they going over? Am I really gonna see that entire guitar scene all over again? Yeah, I like sour cream and onion. I don't know what my favorite flavor of chips are, though. Maybe it is sour cream and onion, but I'm not too sure. What's everyone's favorite flavor of chips? Salt and vinegar. Oh, cheddar sour cream's really good, too. That's a good one. Sour cream and onion. Hero was telling me that in Canada, there's two special flavors, like ketchup and then all dressed. But I don't know how I'd feel about them. Maybe all dressed, but I don't know about ketchup. I can't stand salt and vinegar. Hey, different people have different tastes. I don't really like vinegar either, but to each their own. Okay, I just finished my bag. Give me a second. I'm gonna go wash my hands really fast because my hands are chippy. All right. Man, my old roommate from college was a genius. He would eat chips with chopsticks, so he never had his hands dirty. I should keep a pair of chopsticks in my room.
That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is to look up at all of the stars in the middle of the forest.
Huh. So you're a fan of the night sky then?
Wow, Apollo! I didn't know you were such a romantic.
It's not like that.
No!
I have this boyfriend. He and I go way back, who got me really interested in space.
Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. I think she's angry. The costumes were no problem, but as for our singing, I'm not sure
She's in her honeybee lovely raid attire. Oh my god, stop. No! You can do it! That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would turn.
You were lying because there is no way any trial in this series lasted less than 2 hours. I barely believe it. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial.
It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing.
I was this close, man! I bet I would have won! I bet the defense wasn't too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time. And I assure you, I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so!
I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything.
Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying these around! I know, I wish there was other crimes we covered, like maybe just a DOI or something, right, for the first case? Why does everything have to be murder?
Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice.
Turnabout money laundering? Oh my god. Not the Discord plug. Thank you for the care package, Yasmin. Let's go ahead and stand up from our seats, everyone. We're gonna go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Let's stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Let's roll out that right shoulder. Let's roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently, let's roll out that neck. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Take another deep breath in. Take another deep breath out. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Thank you for taking care of me.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. Inviolable. It's not something to be put on cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof! Us three are friends forever! I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, all right then. Hey, isn't that...
Everyone, stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. Except your derrieres.
Oh. Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends? Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait.
Wow, they're really faking me out. I know he's coming, but when is he coming?
Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court.
I'm... what? Wait a second! What's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie?
Please, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case too.
So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't.
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too.
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir.
But Junie! I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it! Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do!
I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
Athena, Apollo, thank you both. I'm counting on you.
We've got your back, Junie!
Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station.
I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright.
Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case.
Right!
I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's gonna solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate.
Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school!
Hugh!
That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you!
Now that those two are gone, let's head back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is.
Oh, right! You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script.
Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. All right, everyone. Perhaps I could help, Air Forehead.
Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? You two seem to know each other. Is someone gonna introduce me?
Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here.
Greetings, Fraulein. I'm Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners. I was the lead vocalist.
Never heard of your band. And then again, I am a lesbian, but I was out of the country until recently. But, can I get your autograph?
You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph?
Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as a rock star prosecutor, Clavier Gavin.
Oh, okay. That one then.
She's a lively one, eh, Air Forehead? Didn't know she was your type.
I'm gay. She's the newest member of the Write Anything agency, that's all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes.
A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah, Air Forehead?
So this is interesting because I thought he was gonna be the prosecutor. I mean, it makes sense that Blackwell has to be the prosecutor, but like... Is he gonna... I'm also just like... Are we gonna be playing as Athena this entire time? I'm super curious to see because obviously we got faked out for the first case. I don't think I need the answer just yet, but it would be interesting if we play as Athena for this case because that means we get to play as everyone. But anyways. Also, I feel like Clavier, besides Edgeworth is different because Edgeworth is Edgeworth, right? But Clavier feels like the only prosecutor they brought back because we haven't seen Francisca and we're probably never gonna see Gatto again. Anyways, I can't believe they brought him back. Was he that popular? So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited.
No, I know Gatto was arrested, but that's what I mean. It's like, they're not going to bring him back. And I know they bring Francisca back for the Edgeworth games, but she doesn't come back for the Apollo trilogy, right? You can answer that. You guys can tell me if she comes back for these 3 games, but I don't think she does.
And I have another crucial role to play.
She's not been a 3D. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So at least we get to see her again in Edgeworth's games, but it just doesn't. It feels like I don't know. They're prosecutors. I think most of their characters, like, they don't really recycle.
The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance.
Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way.
Really? Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here.
Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned.
I see you already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fraulein. They were so big and magnificent, too. Oh, what a terrible waste.
Imagine having a phoenix statue in my room.
The worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass.
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law.
So Constance Court was your professor here at the academy.
She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I'm an empath. I think I'm gonna cry.
Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Court.
Exactly. So as you can see, we're both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now let's rock this place hard.
Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what?
Forget already, Air Forehead? I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're gonna reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch your killer.
Oh boy! So he is gonna be the prosecutor for temporary.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall.
Oh, that's cool. So that's how they get us to have Gavin be a prosecutor. I was gonna say, this is kind of interesting that their dynamic is a little bit different now, because he's not like really like the opposition. He's kind of like the friendly rival right now. It's kind of like what they do with Edgeworth a little bit.
Right. The stage is ready. And you, Air Forehead, ready to rock?
No. The defense is not ready to rock.
You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax. You'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about?
Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. I use it as toilet paper whenever I need to. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Air Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer.
a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise a mock trial.
Très bien! Let's get started! Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock! Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call, the mock trial.
Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby! It's no holds barred. Let's rock! Aw, can't we take it easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win! So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Great. Judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. He's always been kind of the friendly rival. I think he's the only prosecutor that isn't initially antagonistic. Oh, wait, what?
Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Oh me, oh my! I'm innocent! Innocent, I tell ya!
That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Cord who posed as the corpse. Her forehead? How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Cord was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?
Ah, too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Cord was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a sec! The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same! That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was able to meet with the victim in the quad.
Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Air Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, then Hugh said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow. I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got here. Nine, Air Forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least.
Order! Especially you, Mr. Justice!
Me? But I was just trying to get it in like Mr. Euro Rocker said.
So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all.
When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon.
Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I'm the real deal. The headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the yawl that was left in the art room.
An awl? What's that? I mean...
An awl, you say? What might that be?
It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested.
Ugh, gross. It's all bloodied up to the handle. Please tell me that's just paint.
Most likely, Fräulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
The murder took place in the third-floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
Must have been a chore moving the body all that way.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area and the storehouse right outside of the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. But it's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person. Or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That's how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say!
Objection!
A body dropped from 3 stories would show signs of a massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma.
Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings.
Quite the crafty killer, in an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the yawl's stab wound.
Sounds like he only has high praise for Junie's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defense?
Nope. Seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too.
Time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you would please, Fräulein Judge.
Huh? Oh, right, that's me.
I have hiccups now, oh my gosh. Very well. This court finds the defendant Juniper Woods.
Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
Yeah, perhaps it's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation.
Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things.
Achtung, baby! The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good.
You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin.
Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. There's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two.
Anyway, I wouldn't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. He is surprisingly very civil right now. I almost thought he was kind of likable.
I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. Don't have nearly enough information yet. Everyone's turned a leaf on him ever since, like, we convicted his brother.
And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. I really do like that we can talk to Apollo here. Like, it feels like Apollo's our assistant for this case. Even if he's not, like, even if we end up playing him, that's like whatever. But I just think it's really cute that, like, the main character, quote unquote, is like interactable. It's like when you play through Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, and then you get to, like, talk to Byleth, right? Thank you for the head pats. The most prominent feature of this case is how closely it resembles the script. That makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both.
No sweat! We can reenact the mock trial as many times we want by reading the script. I'll check it out in the court record and commit it to memory later.
Good. I bet the script and the mock trial are going to be the centerpiece of the real trial. Make sure you know them inside out.
Yes, sir, Mr. Justice!
Mr. Justice? Careful, I could get used to that. I really do like that Apollo's like our assistant for this moment.
Apollo, any advice on how to investigate this case?
Yeah, start by interviewing people about the basic facts.
Interview people, got it! Hey, you there! What can you tell me about the...
Whoa, hold on, Athena! The trial's tomorrow, so try to limit it to people with relation to the case.
Okay, got it! Limit the interview pool.
Right. You might also want to take it down a notch, otherwise you'll be dead by tomorrow.
He wants me to calm down? At a time like this? Junie's fate rests in my hands! I just have to win this one! A school festival? Why didn't you take me with you? Oh, only Mr. Wright was officially invited. Apollo and I were just tagging along, but we are lawyers after all. Well, my magic act wouldn't have made a warm-up trick for the trial. They'd even have seen how even the most crucial evidence could vanish in the blink of an eye. That's probably precisely why Mr. Wright didn't invite you. Athena, don't you think the Right Anything Agency has run its course? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? It's time for the Right Anything Academy! And you, Athena, I want you to be the head of our psychology department. Oh, what other departments will we have? Well, I'll be the head of a magic department. And we'll have a Cords of Steel department and a bluffing department. But then who'll be the head of the toilet cleaning department? Hey, that's an attorney's badge! Promise me you won't make it disappear. Ah, what a mean thing to say! Do I look like someone who'd do something like that? No, but I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, I hear they reissue badges that get lost, so... Hey, isn't that great? That means you have nothing to worry about. Yeah, but seriously, please don't make mine disappear. I wouldn't want to have to explain.
Oh, nice! Your attorney's badge! That's the first thing you want to present when you meet someone new. I heard that's what all the lawyers do.
You heard that? From whom?
Who else? Mr. Right. Just remember, your badge comes first. See, Athena? Check it out! This is my attorney's badge.
Ooh, that's so intense! I want to present mine like that too!
I'm digging this. Apollo looks cute. He looks like someone in his 20s, like his early mid-20s. He's 25 now, so that's like Phoenix age. The fact that Blackwell is 28. Of course it's so canon that Phoenix shows his badge to everyone. Look at his little smile, his wide toothy smile. He's so cute. So like, does this make sense when I say that like Phoenix, like I want him to be my boyfriend, but Apollo, I want to be his boyfriend, you know? Welcome in, Helios. Hope you're doing good today.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? The crime scene's off limits to students.
I'm no student, I'm a lawyer!
Yeah, right. Just because you're in law school doesn't mean you're a lawyer.
You should see what she did to the last cop who said something like that to her.
What are you? Are you threatening an officer of the law?
Yikes! No, it's not a threat. It's more like a friendly warning. I'm surprised they haven't made like official merch of like Apollo's bracelet for people to buy. Or the badge. Capcom store. Free ideas.
Guess we should go before I get myself arrested for assaulting an officer. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, first floor hallway. Mr. Right.
Before we go there, let me hide myself really fast. You guys need to look at the corner. It says prosecute and classy cafe. Guilty dogs. Prosecute and classy cafe. Culpable curry. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in.
I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means.
What do you mean the end justifies the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and I mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do! Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly!
Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure I want to prove her innocence, but... I don't like the sound of that end justifies the means part.
Ratio's the culprit based on vibes? Ooh, maybe. Obviously, do not spoil if you know the outcome. You guys know the rules.
Well, you're still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you failed to see the wisdom therein. There's but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense.
You're going to take her case, Professor Means? Yeah, it sounds like he wanted us to forge evidence too, totally.
I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I even have battled Professor Court in court.
No kidding? So you guys were rivals or something?
No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Wow, I bet they're both used to really bring it.
Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait! I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case.
It's true. Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You too? And when were you planning on telling me?
Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but...
Relax, your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one.
Oh, wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes, let me ask you just one thing.
Gotta love Phoenix's expressions. I love them so much. I love Phoenix so much. I just really like Phoenix. Me and Phoenix.
As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
Do you think Means listens to Shiny Teeth and Me from Chip Skylark? My shiny teeth and me.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you.
What are the lyrics to that song?
When I'm feeling lonely, sad as I can be, all by myself on an enchanted island in an endless sea. What makes me happy fills me up with glee. Though those bones in my jaw don't have a flaw, my shiny teeth and me. My shiny teeth that twinkle just like the stars in space. My shiny teeth that sparkle, adding beauty to my face. My shiny teeth that glisten just like a Christmas tree. You know they'd walk a mile just to see me smile. My shiny teeth and me.
Oh, Fulbright too, 100%. How would he sing it?
My shiny teeth that twinkle just like the stars in space. My shiny teeth that sparkle, adding beauty to my face.
Wait, where's he at? Where's he at?
My shiny teeth that glisten just like a Christmas tree. You know they'd walk a mile just to see me smile. My shiny teeth and me. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
Why are you teaching law? He must have taught Manfred von Karma.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me.
Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please. Tell me your number and your address, and ask for my hand in marriage, and also put your hands on my face and lean in close in for a kiss and hold my hands and never let go, and let's be in love forever, yeah. Have you learned anything about the case?
Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin and he told me something interesting.
Seems like the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage.
What? Really? Just like the mock trial again.
The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well...
Well, what? Come to think of it.
Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind.
You described my dreams with my beloved Sylvain?
Mm-hmm, me too. Now, where was I again?
But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means?
Oh,
If you cheat during the test and don't get caught, you pass? Stop!
Actually, that was pretty shocking.
The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before.
Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days.
But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand?
Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy.
Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing.
Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means.
Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means?
To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy.
But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all the same, or all that matter anymore?
Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Guys, I'm sorry. I know this is so annoying, but like, guys, please, just bear with me. His nose. I just want to boop his nose. I just want to give his nose a little kiss. I just want to rub my nose with his. And his hair. And his chin.
Okay, I'm normal.
Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Wait a second! What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
I think that about wraps up what I know so far.
He is a hunk.
The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different.
Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I can't help but be annoying. I like him a lot.
Okay, let me drink some water.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, maintenance area. So, this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said, the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto the high jump mat from the storage house.
Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then... there's someone else here.
Hey, it's Robin!
Whoa! You scared the crud out of me!
Yikes, right back at ya!
I mean, you should have seen me while I was playing Three Hopes. Oh. Juan, you want to talk about Three Hopes? Oh, wait, didn't I clear out my Three Hopes? I cleared out my Three Hopes screenshots, didn't I? I went from like 3,000 to... That's right, I cleared out my Three Hopes screenshots so that I could add room for Ace Attorney. Memories. This is me with romance games? This is a romance game. It's the one game that lets me get a canon ending with Sylvain as a male protagonist. I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up, my training brace is almost breaking at the seams!
Oh, right. That girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her?
Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men! That's why I work out with my manly brace!
Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours.
I don't mean to be rude, but you can't talk without shouting. Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is!
Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer?
No problem! Ask away! Keep it coming, man!
Ouch, my ears ache already! Robin, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club!
The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard.
There was supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste.
Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did! Both of them! Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah! I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down!
What do you mean?
Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man! She always said, the only good result is the truth.
That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results! Yes, I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman.
Spider Lily, thank you for the fermented catboy raid. Welcome in. Hey, gamers. You guys are new here. It's nice to meet you all. My name is Kieran. I'm a magical boy idol VTuber, as well as a queer Filipino-American voice actor for animation, anime, and video games. How was your stream? What were you up to? Can we get a shout out, please? The critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, available for free up until level 60, including the award-winning Event Sword expansion.
Yes, it is a place of great.
It is a place of comfort.
Got the reflection on his eyes. It's like mesmerizing. Holy shit.
When will my reflection show who I am inside? We come from a Titan wipe? Oh. Uh-oh. Thank you for the raid, though. If you gotta go, it's no problem whatsoever. Make sure you take care of yourself. Go drink some water. Give yourself a nice stretch. And don't forget to take your meds if you're gonna be going to bed. Otherwise, if you want to hang out, we are currently playing Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. We're going back to school. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Normal Titan, listen, it's very normal. I get it. How are the Apollos going? It's going pretty good. You missed me crying about Phoenix for like 2 hours and 17 minutes, but you know. Yeesh, you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Oh man! Why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor?
Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name, you'll see. The three of us had a dream! We swore we'd make it happen together! Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would hold fair and honest trials! The dark age of law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in this coffin, man!
Wow, you guys swore to do that?
But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it! School rule? Which one?
Oh, hold on. I need to take a second. All his yelling is making me a little lightheaded. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, Apollo's street outfit is so cute.
Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school!
A tough legal academy with even tougher rules.
Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure.
Oh, God. Reading for him is so tough. But I know, I don't think he's voiced, but I have the perfect headcanon voice for him.
Whoa! Deja vu, man! It's like I can almost taste my near victory again! But no! The final showdown was canceled because of that murder! This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. You kidding? Her friendship! It's like a diamond, only tougher! It's like a powder keg before a spark! It's like the calm before the storm! In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. Ah, that paper! So, Robin, is the article true? The author of that article's been gunning for the three of us for some reason! It's been nothing but trashy articles like this for as long as I can remember! Maybe the author just wants your attention. No way, man! The venom in those articles is way beyond that! I wonder... Whoa! Did you make that? Let me fire it in the kiln for you. Just give it to me and I'll take care of the rest. I think I'll pass on the kiln firing this time. Oof, dodge a bullet there. Yeah, go get your ippies, okay? Take care. He doesn't realize no one's redeemed the token yet. Whoa! Check out your badge! What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh? Yeah! It's awesome! If the plating ever starts to peel or gets all bent up, let me fix it for you. Really? Thanks. No problemo. I'll have some primo clay and glaze at the ready, just in case! Wait, does that clay have anything to do with my badge?
Okay. Oh no, I have to stay here. What else is there? What else is there? Okay, so no, I don't have anything from him anymore. Okay. Wow, reading for him made me so lightheaded.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, outdoor stage.
I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there.
Ooh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Oh, Athena, watch where you're...
Huh?
Ah! Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Ah! Apollo, this box, there's...
What now?
There's someone or something inside.
Don't let it be a snake! Bum, 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 bum. That was a good joke. I really hope that wasn't in the Japanese. Maybe it wasn't the Japanese because Metal Gear Solid is a Japanese game.
You morons just blew my cover.
What the? There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt.
Imagine having Scuttlebutt as your last name.
And I'm a senior in the judge course. What's with the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face but the light of the day.
Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too?
You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you had it.
I do love that she has no face and she just has like the little beady eyes in there. It's like a black mage in Final Fantasy.
Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason.
That's really their portrait.
Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial.
Oh, this person's writing the articles.
For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take by the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I got my scoops. But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake.
Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said.
A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time?
I thought so. Athena, my is reacting.
Really? That means a lie already? That was quick.
Finally a break.
Gotcha!
That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying!
What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know about campus, even the darkest of secrets.
Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. An extra edition of the Themis Herald published to coincide with the mock trial.
Yowie!
Thanks, Miriam. You've revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interests in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
Take that! This is the Themis Herald, the paper I publish. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You've got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? If you'd just given me the info you have. Stupid pawn! Juniper's just using you. truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right?
You're not really friends with Juniper, are you?
No, duh. She's the target of my scoops, so my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra! The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? All right. What are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to your part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means? Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Means' methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Secretly recording every last word without anyone being the wiser. Doesn't she realize it's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room.
You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record?
You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you. Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be? They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers and Prof. Couture had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea that you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here.
Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you just came out of the dark and into the light?
I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is.
She's a Visco girl.
We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. I thought he was gonna say come out of the closet.
Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today.
You're right. Let's see what else we can find out.
Search the entire campus. Okay, before I go on, I'm gonna take a quick little break. I am gonna make myself a little Sammy. So if you guys need to, go ahead and go get some food, go give yourself a nice bathroom break, go do what you gotta do. We'll be back in just a few minutes after I eat some yummy food. Okay, guys? BRB. Oh, let me give you guys the Ace Attorney screen. Hold on. BRB. All right. I made a Sammy. I feel so much more energized. Let's do this. I tried to finish all the investigation I can in one stream, but oh my god, there's so much reading. It's a lot. I think we're done here, right? So we can go to another area.
Hi. Hi, Mr. Wright. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh!
Oh, it's you two. Do you want something?
Did you find anything? You said you were gonna do some investigating of your own.
Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper.
You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you?
Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they had already read the script or wrote it.
But...
Look, Professor Means is better than able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him.
There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice.
Is this so? Oh, I get it. So one of them we use Apollo's technique, and then one of them we use Athena's.
Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean.
Excuse me? I'm not here for that. Not you.
My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club.
See, when you lead yourself on like this, you sound like an asshole. Like, let other people say that stuff about you.
I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humbled. Blech. Ugh.
How can you even say that with a straight face?
Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%. So I suppose it's only natural for them to say that I'm a genius. But as I said before, I paid them no mind.
I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? Sounded like you were about to lose to Robin.
There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory.
Hugh, would you mind telling us a little bit more about that? What is Hugh O'Connor supposed to be a pun of? Oh, he's a huge Connor!
Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door.
Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment.
Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. It's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when you saw the body?
Right. It's quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that.
Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Ugh, where did you get that?
So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right. But if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial.
Good. Because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks. And don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence.
Okay, Athena, what next?
Well, I think we've talked to everyone who's somehow linked to this case.
Okay. Maybe it's time we wrapped up our investigation. Oopsie.
Oh, wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
Okay. I was like, if we end right here, I feel so awful. Yeah, you're right.
Let's head on over to the detention center.
This guy's name should have been Huge Ass.
October 24th, detention center, visitor's room. Nina.
Huge Ass? Oh, it's even better.
Thank you so much for coming. She called me Thena, like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes! What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article if you ask me.
I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of them are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of a high school drama!
Wish I could have experienced it.
And I know I shouldn't have, but... I revised the script in order to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious.
Wait. So only Hugh Jass would have confessed if he won? No, it's a triangle, so Yelly Boy would have said it too.
Sorry. I guess my personal problems probably wouldn't be of any help in court, huh?
You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper.
I was wondering about that all you had on you when you were arrested.
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket.
Why, there's blood on it!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Cord and I were prepping in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
And then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime.
Still, that blood red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but... It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday.
It wasn't. Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl that looked like blood on it.
A key? And the awl?
Professor Cord normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so...
The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it?
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Me too, but let's not jump on the gun on this.
You and Professor Cord were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, when I left school around 6 p.m.
Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. Hey. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Thena. Well, I should go now. Bye.
Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact is that she lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still...
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there?
Don't worry. Everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yup. Tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then, her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was the mock trial script described.
Blech. I wish those were the only similarities they shared.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did.
Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win! Well, that's not gonna happen! This time, Junie will be declared not guilty! Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this! We'll be fine! After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine!
That was cute. That's cute. To be continued. Bum. All right. Trial day 1. Well, as you guys know, this is where we're gonna call it. Perfect timing too. We're 3 hours in and I am tired. But anyways, this is where we're gonna call it. So let's go ahead and switch back to the... Thank you guys so much for joining me today for a weeknight Ace Attorney stream. How about that, huh? Oh man, it's gonna feel so weird doing Ace Attorney twice a week, but I really want to try and get to the 4th case before we get into Edgeworth season. So I'm gonna do my best. But until then, honestly, honestly, if I really wanted to, we could save the 4th case after No, but I really want to see, I want to see the secret character. Okay, I'll do my best. But anyways, thank you guys for sticking it out with me and for keeping me company. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot because doing these streams takes so much energy out of me. But I know I can do it because I got you guys with me. But thank you guys for everything. If you guys are new here and want to keep up on all the socials, please feel free to follow on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Atelier Kieran. If you guys would like to join the Discord server, the link is right there. Anyone's welcome to join as long as you guys are over 18, but you guys better be adults if you guys are watching the stream, or else. All right. Excuse me. Who should we raid? Perfect. I think she just started, so we are gonna go ahead and go to see Reisna again because she is currently playing Dot Hack Infection. I'm so excited. I love Dot Hack. I'm so happy to see her experiencing this game. So please send her some love if you guys can. Give her some hiya hey heys. Give her the blankies if you have access to the emotes. Send her all the good love. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for the secret game that we're gonna be playing. I'm so excited. Should I tell you guys? I'll give you a hint. It's not an RPG. But yeah. Until then, take care of you guys' selves. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Eat some yummy food and make sure to share it with me because I love the yummies. I want to see all you guys' yummies. And of course, take care, guys. Otsu Kieran!